G'day people, it's Sharpino here, just with the Let's Play review for Pokemon Sweet and Egglocke and just a quick update for the channel. So, first thing I need to address is the subscribers. Now, I understand that YouTube is eradicating inactive subscribers. I didn't realise I just had so many of them. So as you guys would see, we are now sitting at 188 subscribers. So we've lost quite a few subscribers, but at first I won't lie to you, it was a little frustrating because you hate for your subscribers to go down by such a vast amount. 60, 200, and almost 250, and to see almost a quarter of your subscribers just like that is a little concerning. I will say that. I mean, every YouTuber will tell you that, but this doesn't change anything that I do on my channel. Whether I have 1 subscriber or 1,000,000 subscribers, I'm going to do things exactly the same way I always have been doing things. So, for those who've been, I would say, talking to me about this, I do appreciate it. But like I said, I didn't really accept this pretty well. It was a bit distressing when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck? 60 subscribers just up and gone. But then I realised I looked around and a lot of YouTubers were losing subscribers as well. The Heat Mo, for example, lost 3,000 subscribers. And I'm thinking, well, fuck, I just lost 60. He lost 3,000. Big difference. But apparently, it's something YouTube is what they're doing is they're just trying to eradicate, like I said, inactive subscribers. So I guess there's some good in that to show that the 180 people I've got so far are the real people. So thank you for sticking around. What else? Oh yes, the Let's Play review. So the Sweet Egglocke hasn't been completely put out yet, but I'm doing the review for it because there's actually quite a few things I need to do in this vlog here. So I'm going to go ahead and address them right now. First, next I'm going to say the Pokemon Randomizer. Now you guys might realise that 18 came out before 17. Apparently the vote's been having some computer technical issues, so the rest of the series will be over on my channel, just for the duration of this. So basically I can do both reviews by the end of this week. I'm not going to give away the result of it, because then that will pretty much deter you guys from watching the rest of the series. But the Pokemon Sweet and Egglocke, let me discuss Pokemon Sweet version. I love Pokemon Sweet version. I think it was probably one of the most well done ROM hacks that I've done so far. I know I haven't played a lot of it, so it's a bit too, I'd say, too soon to comment and say it's the best ROM hack. But I just feel like Pokemon Sweet hit all the nails on the heads for when it comes to ROM hack. When fans play ROM hacks, they're looking for creativity. The fucking game was a giant food game, like Sweetland. Like, it covered everything. The new typing and everything. It was like reloading a game all over again. And I love doing that. I love playing games, especially when something's so close to Pokemon and you have all the Pokemon with a food gimmick, which is hilarious. So, I would say eFrame225 did a fantastic job of that. And then, all the moves and everything were the same, but they just had different names for creativity. So, really, out of 10, I would give this ROM hack a 9 out of 10. I think this was a terrific ROM hack. What made it that one less is the fact that it's an older game and it just takes a bit of a while to grind Pokemon. And it's fine. Like, I know older games are like that, and it's probably the reason why I don't like a lot of older games, because they take so long to grind. Like, when you grind in mid-game from level 5, like I did with my square part and all that, it takes so freaking long, and it's very, very, very frustrating. And I understand that it's part of the game, but I just wish that they incorporated a experience share like they did in Gen 6. I don't understand why it took so long, because training these games is just absolutely obscene, especially in fan games, when the creators try to make a game difficult, and sometimes they go over the top of it. It's like Dark Rising, which, you know what, it could be something I could do on my channel, but I'm not keen on it because I know how difficult it is, and I know that once you're in the game, you are locked into it. And what I mean by that is that it's a very challenging game. Not saying I'm not afraid of a challenge, don't get me wrong, I love a challenge. I will eventually do Dark Rising, but it's just one of those games that is just made to break you. And I don't know if I'm keen on doing that, but I will do it eventually. So I will do Dark Rising. So I don't think that I'm writing off Dark Rising. But Sweet Nuzlocke, I said the Sweet version did it really, really well. Now let's talk about the Red and Blue Randomizer. Now, as I said at the start of the series when I did Let's Play, regardless of the result, I was happy to do this Randomizer versus. You know, I do thank the Bird, you know, for obviously doing this with me. I always do. I appreciate collaborations, and I think you guys love collaborations a lot, because it's not just the one person you're watching, it's two people that you're watching, and you're just watching the chemistry between two people back and forth, and then playing the game together. So, and the fact he's Australian as well, I would say is a big bonus. So, at the Bird, I'm not doing Twitter, but Vert, I say personally for being here, thank you so much for doing this project with me. Now, it's unfortunate that you've been having these difficulties at the very end, but I understand that he's been going through some real life situations right now. So keep in mind, guys, that, you know, we're not all perfect, and that we all have our own lives to live by. Like, you know, he's got his life, I have my life. When you watch us on YouTube, it's not always about what's on the channel. I mean, you obviously know that when you put out videos, there's always going to be behind the scenes of that, and that is your life. So, I mean, we all have real life commitments. Like, you know, we have jobs, we have families, we have friends. We have to try to keep a life for ourselves, because YouTube can be a very consuming part of your life. And what I mean by that is, you get stuck quite a bit at your house. Now, unless you're not someone that goes out a lot, which is someone like me, you'll find that you're always, a lot of the times, at home. And anytime I ever leave the house, it's for occasions or work. And I know that sounds sad, but that's just the way things have been at the moment. And honestly, I hate clubs. So if you tell me let's go to a club, I want to punch you, because I hate clubs so much, with a burning passion. You pay to get into an overcrowded room, you pay for overpriced drinks, and you pay to do this, because there are that many people in the room. It's ridiculous. I would prefer like a restaurant or something, or a pub somewhere, where the music isn't just fucking you in the ear, and you're trying to hear what the next to you is trying to say. Like, I'm just those kind of guys. Like, I just like a somewhat quiet environment and talking to people, because that's what I'm all about. I like to talk to people. But digressing now, back to the randomizer. I thought this Let's Play was, like I said, my second collaboration project on the channel. It's definitely, well, I mean, between the Soul Link and the Versus, I would definitely have to say the Versus was definitely more competitive. I mean, it's the Versus, of course. It did have its long moments. I would definitely say the voice crack at the start of this episode 12 was absolutely hilarious. We both almost couldn't start the episode because of that G-Day. Oh god, I still laugh about that, man, because it wasn't played, it just came out to G-Day. So, I mean, we all have our moments, you know, and I guess that was my moment of the Let's Play. And then the Bird afterwards, and he couldn't do his intro. I'd definitely say go ahead and check out that episode 12 if you want to get a good laugh, just in those first 30 seconds of the video. But like I said, now, as far as future projects, now I know I said I wasn't going to announce future projects, but I've been asking you guys for opinions, and some of you guys might get the wrong idea, so I'm going to address this right now. So, as you guys may or may not know, through my Facebook or my Twitter, I've been asking you guys about the Snakewood starters. And the reason for this is because eventually I will play Pokemon Snakewood on my channel. But there's a catch. I'm going to use one of my special rules that I've invented on this Snakewood Let's Play. And it's going to make it even more greater, because I have never played Snakewood ever. So, I just want to make sure that this is nothing short of a new experience, because the one thing I hate about announcing the Let's Play is trying to avoid watching other people do Let's Plays. It is the worst thing to do that. And I would say the biggest one is King Nappy, because I know he's playing Snakewood. And I've caught glimpses of him playing the game. I don't want to know anything about the game, because when you obviously try to play a new game, you want it to be a whole new world for you. A whole new world, you know, so trying to avoid watching people do Let's Plays is absolutely obscene. It's ridiculous. It's almost as bad as trying to quit smoking. It's almost as bad as trying to quit junk food, which, as you guys can tell, I probably should drop before. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I like food, so deal with it. But it's just so hard, especially when you want to do a let's play of a game and you're just trying to avoid knowing too much about the game to the point where if you play the game, people are going to know that you already know the game in and out. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want my let's plays to be like that. So I'm trying to avoid doing that, but I've already done a project. So what's going to happen is as soon as the Sweet Nuzlocke and the Red and Blue Randomizer versus, which does finish this week, as soon as that finishes, jeez, bad throat. Okay, so I've done a project already. So another Let's Play will be coming up starting next week. So stay tuned for that. And Snakewood will eventually come on the channel. Maybe it might be the next project after this, more likely. But I just wanted to say, first off, thank you to those who did actually respond to the straw poll. If you want to go ahead and still reply to the straw poll, I'll leave the link for it down below if you want to cast your vote on which starter you want for Snakewood. Would it be Boltoy, Coffee, and or Paris? But I'll leave a picture of what the current results are right now, so you'll see right here. And as you can tell, Boltoy has taken a very commanding lead, and I have no problems with Boltoy at this point. Now, I'm not going to say which starter I want because that might, I'd say, influence the results. But all I can say is whatever starter you guys pick for me, I will use. And if I play Snakewood, which, like I said, after this next project will probably be the way to go. And like I said, there will be a special rule that I've created on this Let's Play to kind of put more hype to it. So, thanks for watching, guys. I've kind of gone on long enough. So, Sweet Nuzlocke, 9 out of 10. Randomizer versus, thank you to the Bird. And like I said, regardless of the result, I had a lot of fun doing this with you, Bird. And I hope to do another project with you, another Let's Play with you soon. Whether it be a Solo Link versus or maybe a side game or anything else like that. But stay tuned for the new series coming out next week. I don't know if there's going to be another series kind of fill the void of the Randomizer versus, but we'll see how things go along. So until next time, see you guys. Stay safe, stay sharp, and I will catch you guys all next time. Later.